There is nothing better than having all of your upcoming renewals saved as deals in HubSpot, getting notified when they're coming up, maybe nudging contacts and customers when their renewal is coming up. But it can be a little bit difficult to manage if you're requiring your team to go in and create those deals all the time, make sure the dates are right and all of that stuff, right? So today, we're actually gonna show you how to automate that. So when a deal closes, the next renewal deal gets created automatically without any input from your team besides putting in a renewal date. You wanna see how we do it? Let's go. All right, so a couple things you're gonna need. First thing is a renewal date property on your deal. What I recommend is using a date time property. We're gonna use this with close dates, and it can get a little wonky with time zones. So if you use a date time property, it bypasses all of that. You can still kind of adjust things, add a day, add 6 hours. There's ways around it, but use a date time property. It'll be a little bit simpler, but it's just a very simple renewal date time picker. So we've got that property in here. I will say you might see this next renewal date pop open a few times. That's for other things that we're doing in our portal. This is all you need for what we're doing today. If you have Operations Hub, you can also even make this one step easier. You can just put a start date and a term length if you've got like 3-month terms, 6-month terms, annual terms, and those vary depending on your contract. So that way you don't have to manually calculate the next renewal date. But that does require Operations Hub and a couple extra steps in the workflow. So we'll save that for a different video. Today, we'll just focus on this renewal date. So we need that. That's pretty intuitive. We need one more property that's not very intuitive. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a workflow where deals get enrolled and that workflow creates deals. And when that deal goes closed won, we want that workflow to create another deal. Well, HubSpot doesn't like that looping. It wants to prevent a situation where it's just running through and creating all kinds of deals. So it's going to actually prevent you from doing that in a very straightforward way. So we're actually going to use 3 workflows to do this. One workflow gets triggered when a deal goes closed won, and it then enrolls it into one of 2 versions of another workflow that creates the deal. I know it sounds complicated. It's not that complicated, and it's very easy to manage once it's set up, but it does mean we need one more property. And so the property that I have here is created by workflow version, and it needs to be a drop-down property. So we just have it created by workflow version, drop-down select, and we have 2 options for it, A and B. So once you have that renewal date property and your drop-down select property, the only other thing you need to make sure you have is your pipelines in order. So in our case, we've got a new business pipeline that we're calling the demo sales pipeline, and we've got another pipeline for our renewals. And that's just because our renewal process, the stages are slightly different, our time in stage and things like that are different. So we want to manage those in 2 separate pipelines. So we've got all of that. Now we can go build our workflows. So I'm going to have us actually build the second half first. And so what we're going to do is we're going to create a workflow. And this one's going to be from scratch, and it's going to be triggered manually. And why will make sense here in just a second. So it's going to be triggered manually. And this is going to be one of those workflows that actually creates the deal. So it's going to be a deal-based workflow. We don't need any re-enrollment, so we can leave that off. And we're going to have it create a record. We're going to have it create a new deal. And you can put any properties that make sense in here. So anything that you want to set, anything that you want to copy from the original deal, you can copy over. There's a few things that are important. So one of those is going to be the name. You probably have a naming convention that you want to use. I'm just going to put a deal name in here, but maybe you want to pull in the company name or the original deal's name, whatever you want to do there. And then the pipeline and stage. In this case, this is going to be in our renewal pipeline. And we've got a nice little pending renewal stage. And our close date, we want the close date to be the same as the renewal date. So we're going to jump in here and find that renewal date. There we go, renewal date. And anything else you can copy, you want to copy, you can. But one thing is going to be very important, and that's setting that workflow version property. So we're going to set another property. It's going to be that created by workflow version. And we're going to pick A for this one. Oops. I misclicked there. So after the next screen, it's going to allow you to pick a property, or pick up options. We're going to pick A there, and we're going to save this out, and we're going to give it a name. So this is going to be create renewal deals. And again, use whatever naming convention you'd like. But what's important is to name a version here. So this is going to be actually version 2A. 2A. I'm going to save that. And we're going to turn this on. And now we're going to clone this workflow. So we need 2 versions of this workflow to prevent that loop that HubSpot doesn't like. So we're going to hit File, Clone. We're going to rename this one to 2B. We're going to leave everything the same except for one very important detail. We're going to hop in here and change this drop down to B. So now we're going to know that all the deals created here were created by the B version. Save that, turn this on, and now we can go create our step 1 workflow. So we're going to create a new workflow from scratch, and this one is going to be based on filter criteria, filter conditions, also a deal-based workflow. And in this case, we're going to base it off of close won deals in those pipelines that I mentioned. So base it on a pipeline stage, and where it's going to be that demo sales pipeline is the first one that I mentioned. So demo sales pipeline closed won. And we also, when renewal deals get moved to close won, that probably renews again. So we want those to be in here as well. So we'll look at our renewal pipeline, and we'll do renewal 1. All right, and we also only want deals in here if they have that renewal date property. And if it's known, all right, we'll hit next. We don't need re-enrollment here. So now what we're gonna do is deals are being enrolled in this, and we wanna know whether they have been created by workflow A or B that we created earlier, or if they're brand new, so new business deal. So we're gonna do some branch logic here. We're gonna do one property or action output, and we can say created by workflow version and create a separate branch for each value. Hit next, and we can save it. All right, so now if the deal was created by workflow version A, then we need to enroll it in a workflow version B. So we're gonna go to workflow, and we're gonna find that one we just created that's labeled 2B. And if it was created, we'll clone this one. If it was created by B, then we want it to go to A. And if none is met, that means it wasn't created by a workflow. It didn't go through either of these workflows. So we'll enroll that one in A as well. We'll just use this go to action step and pop it over there and hit done. So now we've got this workflow built. We're gonna call this one create renewal deals. And this one we can just call 1. That's a step 1. We can leave it a description, or we can just turn it on and have HubSpot backfill that for us. We're going to review and publish. And this can be up to you. You probably want to select no here, unless you've just recently closed some deals where you've set the renewal date. But if you just created this property, it's not going to matter because it'll be 0. We'll hit no, review all the details, skip to turn on, and turn on workflow. One last piece that I recommend is surfacing that renewal date when deals move to close won, so that you can make sure that if there is a renewal date and the renewal deal needs to be created, that is easy for your team to do. So we're going to pop back over to our settings here, go to our deals and our pipelines, and you'd want to do this for both your new business pipeline or pipelines and your renewal pipeline. The closed won stage, hit edit properties, and add in that renewal date. So you hit this add dependent property. I'll just remove it so you can see. And we'll select renewal dates. And up to you, if all of your deals are going to require renewal, you may want to label this as required. Likely they won't all require renewal, so we will leave this open. That way it's optional, and we'll just apply this logic. So you'll want to do this both again in that new business pipeline and in a renewals pipeline. And as soon as you've done all of those steps, you will have your renewal deals be created for you. And now if you want to build other workflows based on deals that are 60 days out from that close date in that renewal pipeline, and trigger somebody on your team to reach out to schedule a renewal date meeting, or if you want to start forecasting based on your renewals, you can do all of that and you can be assured of its accuracy, that all of your renewal deals are in there. So enjoy that, and please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you check back for more HubSpot tips, tricks, tutorials. We'll see you next time.